Hello and welcome everyone to Disco Elysium, the final cut. We are back after failing to get into the harbor, at least with our first try. But I'm sure there are plenty of things to do. So let's check out our task here a little bit and see what we have. So we have the race Enigma. We could do that. Find all armor pieces, that is new. Investigate the doomed commercial area. Search for the malignant entity. Plaisance said she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. Find your heraldic bird. Need to find out more about cockatoos. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Talk to Titus and search your authority in the Hardy boy's eyes. Find Morel, the cryptozoologist. Jam mystery. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Joyce's info on the lynching. We could force Tommy to tell us more about the lady driver. Ah, here.
Does Cuno care?
Talk to Manana about the armor.
So?
He raises his eyebrow, projecting aggressive indifference.
You should thank him.
He said thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Cuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused.
Cuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Cuno sent you to rough some people up. Cuno played you. That happened. Now you and Cuno should move on.
Good idea.
Yes, let's move on.
Yeah, that's what Cuno said. Don't be saying what Cuno said back to Cuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Cuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Cuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Anything new about
The
this
fuck
check?
do you want with it?
Is that my code up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Cuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all, what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Cuno will keep your nasty secret. Cuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
Oh boy.
Good call, pig mate.
Okay. But I wanted, let's check the chimney again. I think I need physical instrument to do that. There was a check that I failed. Maybe I can do it again. Then we can at least conclude our curse investigation. Would be nice. Anything new here with
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Oh, we would equip the... Just want to see if it... Yeah,
This
if the ice
orange
melted
machine
enough.
is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
Okay. Maybe not.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Take another sip.
A thick layer of coal dust covers
Okay,
the
so
furnace.
drinking
coloring
that doesn't
it
unlock
pitch
the
black.
checks. It just increases my stats. Maybe I missed something. look around a little bit. If nothing works, we still can just wait until we can talk to the smoker in the apartment. But I'm sure I'll find something to do and to mess up. I assume the password that we need on the radio computer will be inside the ice cream maker. I won't try that again right now. Wanted to see if there's an there up. Oh, have I don't think I have been this way. Choosing a puddle of melting snow. The floorboards creak. Postcard, La Delta 51. Another postcard. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia tone. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscraper disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on with which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. What's this?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Oh, I completely missed this.
Above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Hello? I yelled, but it didn't work.
Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. A sudden bout of self-pity comes over you.
Oh.
Sire, may we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice, not your head voice. Sing from the diaphragm. Perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Try it again, son.
Oh, okay. Let's try it again. That will probably unlock another try. Man, I completely missed that side room there. Because I was so focused on the chalkboard and everything. It'd be good to sometimes re-examine the places you've been there before. Especially in this game, where things definitely can change. Okay. Jim.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Okay. 92%. Here we go.
Another pathetic yelp sounds off into the vast darkness of the chimney. You're a little embarrassed you produced it.
92%. I'm not very embarrassed. I'll just leave. We have to return here at some point, but oof. Maybe I should talk to Plaisance anyway. But we haven't really solved it. Now I want to get into that side room. Find out what that is about. I think what I want to do now, let's talk to the Hardy Boys and the people in the Whirling in Rags. There's nothing new. We can go to the old lady lorry driver if she has anything new. Then we could talk to the Wild Pines representative and hope that we stumble upon something, I guess.
I've got nothing to say.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Okay, 3%. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire. He really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Okay.
Again.
Nothing new there. Okay. Little more info.
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
Not time yet, so maybe at night. Maybe that'll help. You guys have anything new?
Oh, hello.
Guard.
Another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing there. I want to check if I can talk to that lady. This Whirling and Rack song has been stuck in my head for quite some time now.
The door is still nothing. The lieutenant, he doesn't like it. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Too bad. Okay. It's that time in the game where you have to kind of run around and see where things are. We could force Tommy to open up about the lady driver. Feel a little bit bad about it, but we may have to do it. But I still hope that I may be able to find my badge, which then would allow me to talk to the Wild Pines rep, whose name I always forget, which is why I refer to her only as that. Do you have anything new? Now that we talked to Measurehead?
Looking for something on?
Also, I don't want to run around with the flashlight out. Okay. We should talk to this lady.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Hey.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
I don't understand this whole Bandera thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
And they live happily ever after?
Don't be stupid. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man, one night. As he and his beloved are out walking along the river Margaret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
So he gives up his riding and settles down, right?
No. The Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Margaret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
Ah, beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Okay, that was interesting, but didn't really help. Well. Okay, I guess we talked to Lady Wild Pines. Also, probably should equip my bottle back. What is this wall? I failed to check there. Maybe I can do it now.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
3%. Need something else there. Looks like there was more construction here decades ago. Okay. Oh boy. Spoke with the lordman at the roundabout.
What can I... Word has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Ooh, both are very high now. Okay, let's try that. Esprit de Corps. What is think of something close to you?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
He says energetically. The Revershal Citizen Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is the Revachol Citizen Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He's being sarcastic.
You said de facto? Oh no. Let's go with are we?
We are.
You said de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, three pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
So, basically a lackey of capital.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, madam.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
He bows and smiles. What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective. In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably from surgery then.
That seems unlikely.
What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie, out in the open somewhere.
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
Let's not do the wipe that urge from your mind and get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
Rightfully so. Conceptualization. What is reach for something fundamental?
A strange coldness
failed
comes
another
over you as you
high
look at the
percentage
world.
check.
The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. The doubt is fully formed in your head. The alien feeling persists, yet something's still missing. You have finished mulling over the jamais vu thought, but your conceptualization skills are not nuanced enough to make sense of it.
Damn it.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Damn it. Oh. That's not good. I'm kind of starting to run out of ideas here. So, guess. Oh. Oh, nope. What is? Oh. There we go.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
What do you mean old?
These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
Okay, what can you tell me about this revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Fine. Okay. Let's see. Thing new here that could help me.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
What are you talking
Haven't
about?
you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation.
Oh.
Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
This economy is really just a distraction from the cultural issues. You know, immigrants, no. No. We're not going down that road. They don't have children, I think.
Too bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy? Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
Does he have anything new to
The
say?
speakers below. You
Oh, I
should
don't
go
want
over
that.
and ask.
I have the money for the speakers.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Nothing new. We have to wait until Wednesday for this to open. I really don't want to force Tommy to tell us about the lady driver, but because I'm also afraid that as soon as we talk to him, that like shortly after we find our badge, we ruined the relationship for nothing.
You see,
Why don't you
rows
come
of
back
toy
since we
soldiers
have
guarding the
a
rest
little
of
more
the
money now?
trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others
Oh,
in
yeah.
rags.
Pick up a truly
others
cool
yet
figurine.
in bright blue uniform.
Listen to that before.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points to the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Sure.
Did I
get it.
mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Okay.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Probably. Let's have a look at the ring. There. Okay, we have that now. Don't have the money for that. It was like 300 bucks or so.
Hello,
History type.
hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any recordings of the Call de Mamadakwa?
The Col de Mamadakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I've been thinking about quitting the RCM and becoming a cryptozoologist.
How interesting. Wow, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Col de Mamadakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Col de Mamadakwa, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Col de Mamadakwa.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the counter.
Do we really have time for this?
Spin the bird song!
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
He switches on the tape player. The speaker begins to emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you.
Are we getting killed by the cold Mamadakwa here?
He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But
He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head toward the speaker. A new, very high-pitched, shivering sound emerges amid the others.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Col de Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
Sure.
Sure thing.
Nothing
Sure,
about a
man.
gun. I mean, that was interesting. Lost some health, gained some experience. I really don't know what to do. Don't want to force Tommy, but we might have to. That would open up a lot of things, because if I do that, then I could continue the investigation into the drug smuggling, which then would lead us to back to, I forgot her name again, the Wild Pines lady. Then she would be able to tell us more. Yeah. I want to check one more time if, after talking to Kuno about our code, if that may have unlocked something for the code again. Might allow us to try that check. And if not, I guess we then will talk to Tommy, although I hate it. The reason why I want to try this first again is that that would then lead us into the harbor, which hopefully leads us to Everett Clare to avoid Measurehead. And all of that might give us then more information on the drug trafficking without having to ask Tommy. Come on.
The tarpaulin cloak
No.
with possible RCM markings is still caught on the...
Damn it. Anything new from you?
Yes?
Oh, the case again.
What do you want to know?
Oh. Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So what's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
I wonder what this says about me that I was sent by my station. Mrs. and I were thinking it best to let you make the next move.
Tell him. Tell him why it's you.
There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest we have, a hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. That's it, right? I mean, we are the hero cop.
A good joke.
He does not actually think it was a good joke.
Yes, a joke. In truth, I will only moderately humiliate and outperform you.
Oh, you will? Then I will help you to do so. Now...
Still, against his better judgment, this made him think just a little bit less of you.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition?
Okay,
enough we should move.
Enough about the competition, then tell me something.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
We could try it. Roy mentioned suicide. Yeah. Plus 128%. Try it.
Look at you. It's because
so
you're a
we fail all the high
They
percentage
sent you to
checks
slight,
and succeed the low percentage one. That can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late and argues with his necktie. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up? Like, as a joke.
I've considered it.
But it's not true, right?
I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ha! So you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
You really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Very
He's
nice.
Right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
That was nice. Okay, interesting. I forgot about the whole pissing competition task, but he did that. Let's have a look. What else? We have so much left here. The lady driver info. Buy the fawn pants from Cuno. Find a way into the secret passage. That's the blue door. Getting the body down. The victim's tattoos. Getting the hangman's boots. Who put the clothes in the trash? Who else has authorized access to the whirling trash? Find this person you'll know who tampered with the scene. May take a while. Who made the call? Might take some time. But your badge missing. I don't want to. In karaoke. Let's talk to Cuno again about the pens. Trying to wrap up some of the smaller loose ends here, and maybe then if that doesn't lead us anywhere, next time we'll talk to Tommy. My hope is that I may be able to level up and level up my savoir-faire so I can try the check again. Jump for my coat. I'm not even 100% sure if that is actually letting me to retry it, but that's my hope. It is fun though that kind of talking to the people all over again. There are always new things to talk about, even if they're a little, if they're more minor. Uno.
Fuck does Cuno care?
Let me get the... Do I ask about the pants? I'm seeing...
Yeah, the kingdom of Cuno. Yeah, whatever.
Just the body...
The fuck about it? You're...
Get lost!
Check
The
again.
fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come in. Cuno...
Guess I can't ask him up.
Cuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take a step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Cuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Just want to ask you some question.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Cuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She's almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her head remains. Not very helpful. Oh. Do you have anything new?
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
It's going bad. Really bad.
Oh, that's very sad to hear. But it'll pick up soon. Don't worry. There's always a bad spot in the stories, right before the detective figures things out.
Oh, thank you. Can't believe that we failed that. What was it, like 80-something% check? The chimney. Ugh. Brutal. Those are the moments that would be perfect to save scum, but I don't want to do that. Like, if we fail a check, we fail a check. We have to wait and figure out another way.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises, leeching life energy from this bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
What's the thing about the cockatoo? Ooh, there's something. Been looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Let's buy it. We have the money.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Oh, we have to read that. Okay. The Great Innocence. Where's the cockatoo one? There. Okay. Yeah, let's read a book. From A to Zreek. Let's read it.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas al-Amer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Alright, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Oh, fun.
Ouch. That must hurt.
Let's read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it. Ooh.
Ooh. Read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
Read about the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminese forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminese name bang bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
What if I'm just a fuck-up-a-two? A fuck-up and a cockatoo.
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
Yeah, exactly. So we found our heraldic bird. That's nice. We are a fuck-up-a-two. Can we now talk to the lady again about cockatoos? So I gotta check how close we are to a level up. Pretty close, actually. 18. I think now checking out these things actually gives me XP, right? That part of the one thought. Yeah, that gave us 2 XP. We're gonna try to check out things anyway. You are right that I'm a cockatoo.
Excuse me?
I went and read up on them, just like you said, and I even decided on what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
She's ready to put that question aside. No, I'm a fuckapatoo.
The what now?
Fuckapatoo. Fuckapatoo. It's the one who always fucks everything up.
No, you're not. Don't think that way. You're just a regular talkative cockatoo. And let's leave it at that, okay?
She doesn't want you to be the fuck-upper-too. The woman before you...
Oh, it's not her choice. Well, that concludes that. Oh, why did that update? Maybe because we talked to Cunos? Ah. Talk to Cunos.
What does Cuno care?
58%. Let's try.
It's
Nailed
not
it.
Cuno. It's Cunos.
Interesting. How?
Cunos is by far the worst of the two. Cuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something. Something very bad. Also, Cuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Cuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Okay. Cuno.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you, whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Cuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Cuno look bad in this.
What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Cuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Cuno not tell ya? Cuno told ya. Cuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Cuno's got it under control.
I'm just down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Cuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
Okay.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Cuno said that. Cuno was just shitting. Cuno was just running his mouth. Cuno's stupid like that.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Cuno wasn't around, and C was with Cuno.
Where were you?
Look, Cuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
So, you said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Okay. What's that language she uses?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Is she a sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
Points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Cuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
That hallway there with the janitor's closet?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Cuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Cuno went out.
You said she got in, how?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Cuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Cuno. Shit's all on Cuno.
Cuno, Cuno S, two of a kind.
Why's she called Cuno S?
'Cause she fucking looks like Cuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Cuno told you, this shit was psycho killer.
So how are you dealing with all of this?
How's Cuno dealing? Cuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either.
Hmm?
Cuno's got this shit under control.
Back up. I'm here for you.
Listen, listen. C is Cuno's go-to. Cuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Cuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
One looks you in the eyes. Black people's trying to focus. Can respect that.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Cuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Cuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Cuno. Cuno made him respect the Cuno.
Okay.
You respect the Cuno, you get all kinds of shit. Cuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics.
Ooh.
If you run a little errand for the Cuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hooking you. Then Cuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Cuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Cuno's pig.
Okay.
Cuno can flex. Cuno flexes for hobos. Cuno sees you're in need.
Okay, 15 bucks. We have not quite enough. What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics?
Cuno gets it from his dad. Cuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Cuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Cuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Cuno's door. Streets going mad. Cuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Cuno's violent dad on steroids. Cuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who is your dad, Cuno?
Cuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol?
Sure.
In your condition?
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's not very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
I've made up my mind, Cuno, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay, Cuno's listening.
I'm going in there all guns blazing to get that speed, because I need it.
Alright, pig. You can plug him, but you can't stop him. It'll only buy you time. Just get in the apartment building. Cuno knows you already fucked your way in. Cuno knows everything.
So that may have been another way to get inside the building. He resting points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Cuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Cuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Okay.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm a bad addicted cop. I'm going to get my fix.
Did you know I don't like bad addict cops? Almost no one in the RCM does.
Oh.
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
That was very interesting. Let's can we talk to Cunos again?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Listen, child, that course made me puke twice, and I was wondering why you don't...
Stay away from me, pig! You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Okay. Interesting. That was a very interesting backstory on Cuno and Cunos. And it gives us a new lead. We can go to the apartment building and follow that lead for now. So that is what we're going to do next time. Thank you all for watching today's episode of... What's the game called? Disco Elysium, right? See, I'm already in character. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. If you want to go above and beyond, you can check out the Patreon link down below. And I will be back with more Disco Elysium, the final cut, tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.